My kids, they think I'm a taxi man and just get food from shops. But they are my favorite mental health patients. Is this good? Hi, I'm Seb. I am a trainee in psychiatry in New South Wales. That's a massive question. Everything about psychiatry is interesting because people are interesting. So if you like people and you want to know what they're about, psychiatry's like a whole magical space to get into. I could tell you so many things, but really, I think the love of the science, the love of the people, you get to combine that in a way that kind of few other specialties really can deal with that. It's humanity, it's science, it's all kinds of beautiful parts of our soul, right? Do you agree? Great question. I wanted to do psychiatry when I was young, and I've come to it at much 20 years on. I went through a whole journey of having a go at different specialties. I did psychiatry. I was too wet, too sensitive, thin skinned to be able to deal with people's emotions. And it takes a lot to really be able to handle other people, contain them, and understand the kind of 3D persona that people are. And only really years of kind of life experiences and other kind of, your own journey of travel, culture, arts, can you really get to know what people are going through. Off the record, everybody has borderline personality. Everybody hates being abandoned. Everybody has emotional reactivity. Whether you display it or not, we all have some features of borderline personality disorder. Whether you meet the threshold under our Bible, the DSM, or the ICD, different question. In a nutshell, borderline personality is identity diffusion, split parts of your consciousness, idealization, devaluation, unable to contain your own aggression, your own paranoid projections. It's a disparity between the internal world and the external reality. That's what it is. This is definitely off the record, so we're going to have to do this another time. For the record, I swim, I play with my kids, and I box. Yeah, you got to get those libidinal urges out. We're a seething cauldron of impulses that need to be relieved. So yeah, sport, music, dance, the usual. Scary? I had one today. You think they've got thunderous eyes. You don't know if you're going to get hit or not. You tell them that they can't leave. They're here under the Mental Health Act. You hear their knuckles crunch. You see their eyes fix. You know they've got a forensic history. That's it. It's you in the door and how you're going to get there. That's the scary part. But the security, there are other people around you. But yeah, everyone knows they're coming for you.
Made a massive mistake in how you put yourself in a position, maybe in a room, or the way you orientate yourself with the patient?
For sure. You always got to be mindful and you've got to try and control that situation. I think the easy mistake to make is saying the wrong word, using the wrong word for the wrong person that triggers them. It's hostage negotiation style. You say the wrong word, they're going to explode. And you just got to be careful how you talk to people. Yeah, don't hit the tripwire, don't cut the wrong wire. Depends who you ask. One's born, one's nurtured. You could argue for various reasons that there are different causes, but I think genetics are a big part in this. And then there's trauma, ruptured attachment. Some people never attach, and then there's no real way back. But for a lot of sociopaths, you could find a way back. Psychopaths, probably not. Brothers, one's good, one's bad. Brought up by the same parents or same parent, and one's completely functioning, living a normal life, professional. The parent is a professional themselves, doesn't know how this all happened, and we know that the absent father had got quite a significant forensic history, and the boy never really met him, and he is displaying classic triad of behavior and psychopathy at an early age. And we kind of know this from the Bob Hare psychopathy checklist that helps us to kind of grade people. But you know one when you meet one. There's no shame, there's no care, there's callousness, it's glib, everything's fake, everything's just manipulation. You know. I think the reason that keeps me going and motivates me is being stimulated, being evoked by people's stories and their journeys, and conceptualizing them, feeding your own imagination of understanding their lives, mapping out the story in your head, and coming back to them and feeding that back and seeing how that lands. All we can do is provide opportunities for patients. They obviously make the leaps and bounds, but that level of insight, that containment, that continued containment can provide something they've not had before. I think the thing that motivates me most is the technical challenges of dealing with people, how better to respond to people in the here and now, the live moment. How are we dealing with this? How am I responding to you? That keeps me entertained. I love my job.